Hi everyone. So one of the articles that I reviewed for my project is entitled Teaching on Task and On Schedule Behaviors to High Functioning Children with Autism via Picture Activity Schedules by Malerie Gest. The purpose of their study was to examine the effectiveness of using visual schedules and increasing these behaviors of being on task and on schedule. These behaviors of being on task and on schedule were identified as the dependent variables. So on schedule was defined as completing all steps of the task analysis that was created and using the visual schedule correctly. There were two components of being on task. So being on task with scheduled materials, which involves being on schedule and also using the materials appropriately, and also being on task with non-scheduled materials, which involves not being on schedule but using the materials appropriately. So using them in the manner that they are intended to be used and without engaging in target behaviors, and without being distracted, essentially. The independent variable, of course, is the presence or absence of the visual schedule. The study followed an A-B design and consisted of 4 participants. So baseline data was collected, and then the visual schedule was implemented and withdrew and then implemented again. And both IOA and treatment fidelity were collected during 22% of the experimental sessions, with a mean agreement of 100% across all the participants and all the conditions. The results indicate that all 3 of the behaviors on schedule, on task with scheduled materials, and on task with non-scheduled materials all increased from baseline levels during both intervention phases. So the study concludes that when visual schedules are used with high-functioning children with autism, they can work to increase these behaviors of being on task and on schedule behaviors. And the study also looked at the generalizability of these behaviors and found that there's quite a bit of potential for these behaviors of being on task and on schedule to generalize to new settings and new activities. There are a couple limitations to the study, so there's a small sample size. It's 4 children, and also all the experimental sessions took place in the same classroom with the children's teacher as the experimenter, so there's a little room for generalizability. But overall, a good study and one that I can definitely use for my project. Thanks for watching.